Welcome to the life-changing day. Today, I want to share with you a story for those days when your heart feels truly tired. I hope this story helps lighten your mind, even just a little. Please sit back and listen. When you feel like you're no longer strong enough. There are days when you wake up and feel absolutely no motivation to get out of bed. Not because you're sick. Not because you failed. It's just that your heart is tired. Your mind feels heavy. And your body doesn't want to keep trying anymore. Min, a 27-year-old man, had a morning exactly like that. Min worked in a small office in the middle of the city. From the outside, his life looked perfectly fine. A stable job, friends, a tidy little apartment, weekend coffee hangouts. But anyone who has ever felt not strong enough anymore knows that exhaustion sometimes has nothing to do with what's happening around you. It comes from inside, from the days you keep running without giving yourself permission to rest. That morning, Min woke up with heavy eyes. The soft, warm sunlight filtered into his room, but Min felt as if he were standing under a gloomy sky. He looked into the mirror. A familiar face, but unfamiliar eyes. No energy. No spark. Only long, lingering fatigue. Am I pushing myself too hard? Min wondered. At work, Min moved like a shadow. He still answered emails. Still joined meetings on time. Still smiled politely at his coworkers. But deep inside, Min felt frighteningly empty, as if months of energy had drained out of him. And he was still forcing himself to keep going. At lunch, he sat alone in a corner of his usual cafe, watching crowds rush by. Everyone seemed busy. Everyone seemed hurried. And Min wondered, do they ever feel the way I do? Like they're merely existing, not really living? When the day ended, Min packed up his things and walked out of the office. The city lit up, but instead of excitement, Min felt nothing but emptiness. That evening, Min decided to take a walk around his apartment complex. No music. No phone. Just letting his feet wander and giving his mind room to breathe. The breeze brushed through the trees. Windows glowed with warm yellow light. The chilly night air made Min feel small, but somehow comforted. It had been a long time since he gave himself a quiet moment like this. As he approached the playground, Min noticed a little girl, maybe 5 years old, playing on a swing. Her laughter sparkled like a tiny beam of light cutting through his tired evening. Next to her was her mother, a young woman with a gentle, warm face. The girl suddenly stopped the swing, looked up, and asked, "Mom, are you tired today?" The mother smiled softly, brushing her daughter's hair. "Of course, but when I see you smile, I feel a little stronger." A simple answer. But for Min, it was like a ray of light breaking through the fog in his mind. He sat down on a nearby stone bench, breathed slowly, felt the night air, and let those words quietly sink into his heart. It's okay to be tired, Min thought. We grow up believing we must always be strong, always move forward, always prove we're okay even when we're not. We're so used to holding ourselves together that we forget humans have limits. Min realized that all this time, he had been running endlessly, trying not to fall behind, trying to look fine, trying not to disappoint anyone. But in that process, he forgot someone very important, himself. And that night, while looking at the sky, Min finally understood. Strength isn't about never feeling tired. Strength is knowing when to stop. It's allowing yourself to rest. It's admitting, I'm not okay right now, but I will be. Min returned home, made a cup of hot tea, and settled into his favorite sofa. The warmth spreading through his hands felt more comforting than anything he'd felt in weeks. No working. No overthinking. Just sitting there, letting things flow naturally. In that still moment, Min remembered the times he had overcome difficulties before. Times when he thought he couldn't rise again, yet he did. Not because he was always strong, but because he gave himself time to heal. And he understood, this time would be the same. He just needed a break. Just needed to breathe. Just needed to slow down. A few days later, Min returned to work, not with a fully refreshed spirit, but with a gentler, more accepting heart. He learned to reorganize his schedule. Learned to say no. Learned not to carry too much at once. He learned to be kind to himself. To rest when he was tired. To step away from his desk when he felt stressed. To let himself feel sad when sadness came. And slowly, Min's life warmed back up. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just quietly. Like the warmth rising from that cup of tea on a long, exhausting night. Maybe you've been like Min too. Maybe today you woke up with no energy left to continue. Maybe you feel weaker, more drained, on the verge of giving up. But remember, everyone gets tired. Everyone has days when they're not strong. And that's completely okay. You don't have to run faster than anyone else. You just need to keep going, at your own pace. Slow is okay. Pausing is okay. Resting for a day, or even a week, is perfectly fine. What matters is that you're still here. Still breathing. Still trying. Still searching for a peaceful corner inside your own heart. And sometimes, that alone is enough for tomorrow to feel much gentler. Thank you for listening to this story on the life-changing day. If this brought you a bit of comfort, please leave a like, share, and subscribe, so that on the days you're overwhelmed, you always have a place to return to. Wishing you a truly peaceful night. See you again, in the next story.